Can you imagine living in a place where you are fined if your dog barks after 6 p.m.? This is what's happening in Arraiján, a province in Panama, very close to the capital. And it's no joke. A decree by Mayor Stefany Dayan Peñalba informs that if your dog barks at night and exceeds 50 decibels, you will be fined $100. The law is so absurd that even a small dog doesn't bark at such a low level. Let's learn a little more about this controversial law that has outraged Panamanians and educate ourselves about dog barking. After watching this video, we ask, what do you think about this measure? Let's get started. The controversy. On social media, some Panamanians began to question a municipal decree from the Arraiján district near the capital, which established sanctions of all kinds. However, the fine number 54 was the one that caused astonishment and outrage among animal lovers. The Gazette 30152B from August 20, 2024, states that owners or caretakers of animals will be fined 100 balboas, or $100, if they make noise between 6 p.m. and 7 a.m., as long as it does not exceed 50 decibels. This measure, signed by Mayor Stefany Dayan Peñalba, is nonsensical in every way, and the reasons are both ethical and scientific, but let's go step by step. In addition to this, residents of Arraiján will not be allowed to feed birds or pigeons without permission from the mayor's office. Many animal lovers were stunned to find out that it wasn't a fake story or a joke. This decree exists, and even those who claim not to be very fond of animals were surprised by the news. Dog barking. It would be great if the mayor and her executive team understood that a dog does not bark below 50 decibels, not even small breeds. So anyone living in the Arraiján district whose dog barks will be fined. The volume of a dog's bark depends on various factors, such as size, breed, and the circumstances at the time. Generally, barks from smaller dogs tend to range between 60 and 80 decibels, a sound level comparable to a loud conversation or the noise from a vacuum cleaner. However, due to their high-pitched tone, these barks can be perceived as particularly intense, especially in closed spaces where sounds tend to resonate more. On the other hand, larger guardian breeds, such as German Shepherds or Rottweilers, tend to have louder, deeper barks that can reach 90 or even 100 decibels. This volume is similar to the sound of a motorcycle and is powerful enough to be heard from a distance. This type of bark helps them fulfill their guardian role by alerting to the presence of intruders or any situation they perceive as a threat. It is important to note that the volume of barks also varies depending on the context and the dog's emotional state. Alert or defensive barks tend to be louder and more persistent than barks of play or excitement. Although these sounds can be annoying to some people, they represent an essential form of communication for dogs, allowing them to express emotions and maintain the safety of their environment. 50 decibels is a low sound level for a bark, as even soft barks from small dogs can easily exceed this limit. Additionally, dogs bark for various instinctive and natural reasons, such as alerting to intruders, expressing emotions, or interacting with other dogs. It is one of their main forms of communication. Implementing such a law would also pose practical challenges. Measuring the volume of barking in a domestic setting requires precise equipment and controlled conditions to obtain accurate results, which would be complicated and costly. Furthermore, holding owners responsible for a natural behavior of their pets could be seen as an excessive measure that does not take into account the well-being and needs of the animals. Rather than restricting or fining dogs for their barking volume, a more balanced solution could focus on educating owners about training techniques to control excessive barking and promoting harmonious coexistence. In cases of neighborhood conflicts, mediation and dialogue would be more effective and respectful options for both the dogs' and owners' needs. And what do you think? Do you agree that dogs shouldn't bark at night? Here's a video that, according to YouTube, is perfect for you. Well, that's all for now. Until next time,